I so enjoy being out here, and I know everything is gonna be just beautiful when I arrive Bali. And I'm gonna stay in Bali for a while, so this sail out here, I just have to enjoy it to the max. In this episode I leave Timor Leste and starting on my 628 nautical miles non-stop sail towards Bali. When I reach this destination, it's also exactly 12 months after I left Panama behind. I'm even setting a new personal record that's most likely gonna stay for quite some time. That's 11,705 nautical miles in 12 months. Join me as I'm sailing around the world on Be Free, a Bavaria 55 cruiser. In the previous episode I enjoyed my last days in Timor Leste and even managed to make a temporary solution with a not ideal but functional computer screen for my slightly compromised Mac. I did so not expect this. I mean, it's in the middle of Indonesia and then you come to a tiny little nation that's so developed and have everything. So this nice guy here helped me to find the right USB hub I needed. So it's been a jungle, but he managed to find it. Thank you so much. So finally I'm gonna be up running again, so it's gonna be exciting to test it out. I did not succeed to find the fittings needed for my water maker and had to try out different solutions, ending up using my spare hydraulic tubes, and to my surprise the fitting I had was a perfect match. So at least my water maker is up running again. From a sailor's perspective, Timor Leste shares the challenges many places outside the beaten path gives. It's not an easy access to shore with your tender, and you can forget to find a dock where you can fill up water or diesel. I don't know how the water quality is here, or if it's even possible to fill jerry cans anywhere. This is among some of the things often overlooked when thinking about sailing around the world without a water maker. I also have first-hand experience in helping out many sailors with drinking water. So it's fair to say there is a gap between the minimalistic and sustainable image versus the reality. It's not always enough rain when you need it, and sometimes in some places this water is not even drinkable without some serious filtering and treatment, meaning you might as well be better off with a water maker. Right here, right now, my boat is so dirty from the rain. It has been massive eruptions from a big volcano not far from here, and it's even issued a tsunami warning. So it might be perfect timing for leaving, as this bay offers zero protection. It's time to say thank you for the hospitality and see you later. And once again, the people I met is what leaves the biggest and positive impression. Now we are on camera. So we have the captain here now. He's signing my exit documents.
Yeah. Oh, it's good.
Yes. So now I will be allowed to leave Dili, and I have legal documents with me to my entrance in Bali. I'm not stocking up much more than I need for my sail to Bali, because there I can find absolutely everything. However, there is some European specialities that's unique here, and also quite cheap, as I guess they have some special agreements. So I'm for sure bringing some cheese and ham with me. Timor Leste has been such a pleasure to visit. A beautiful island with amazing people, and even a tiny touch of Europe, making me feel a bit home. How crazy is this in the middle of Southeast Asia? Another thing that's crazy throughout this region is fishing gears. You really need to keep a sharp eye at the ocean. Otherwise, you will sooner than later end up with some fishing nets and lines in your propeller. It's really not easy to spot as they are not properly marked, just as this more than 50-meter long fishing net you can see right here. For the first few hours I will have to motor as there is absolutely no wind, and I even have some ocean currents against me. Meanwhile, I have the front row seat observing the spectacular dolphin shows out here. I really don't know what it is with me and dolphins, but it gives me so much peace and happiness, and I can just watch them for hours after hours, almost as meditation. So many! Such a blessing. I have long stay visa waiting for me in Bali, and I had this beautiful sailing, and I play some chill music, and I just enjoy being out there. So it's a 628 nautical mile sail to Bali from Timor Leste, and I choose to go on the south side of the islands. It's not so much wind, but it's a little bit more than on the north side. But most important, it's the ocean currents. So, I mean, when I look at the ocean here, it looks like I'm not moving at all. And honestly, I'm not sailing fast. However, I have 2 knots of currents with me that will bring me all the way to Bali. In the episode with my extreme sailing to Timor Leste, I shared some facts worth knowing about sailing in this region. And right now I'm entering the transition period and will have a pretty comfortable sail to Bali. The dominant ocean currents has not yet changed direction, so I do benefit from sailing on the south side. The arguments against sailing on the south side should be quite obvious, as it's basically the Indian Ocean. Significant bigger waves is to expect, but right now the weather window is really good. Also, it's at the end of the cyclone season, meaning it's not likely I will have any challenges with front systems or smaller cyclones like the ones making my life hard some weeks ago. Sailing the southern route will give me less challenges with fishing vessels after I have Timor behind me. Still, there is some other challenges ahead that needs a bit of a timing, and that's the extreme currents around Bali. Tidal water makes this even more interesting and is something to take into the planning as well, especially into the anchorage. Lombok Strait is one of the busiest shipping lanes in Southeast Asia, and in nautical maps you will see the separation zones regulating this traffic. And as everywhere you have to cross this, the rule is to do it as efficient as possible and in 90 degrees angle. Strong currents with tidal can make brutal waves, adding some extra to this crossing. The few last miles might still be the most challenging part. Extreme ocean and tidal currents that even add a dimension entering into the lagoon as well. Luckily, information is easy to get, having Wi-Fi on board. But now I so enjoy this because my sailing experience in the Banda Sea and in Indonesia in general has been basically a nightmare. And my sails, a lot of things really shows the signs of a yacht that's been sailing through cyclone force winds and had a rough time. So it's gonna be nice to come to Bali, where it's a sailmaker and so a lot of things available, and it's easy to get things, and I think it's gonna be just awesome. I also, even 1 month before I'm there, I have a lot of friends there that's waiting for me and gonna help me with a lot of things. So I don't know what to say. I feel so blessed. Now I just enjoy this. I mean, this is so amazing. I had some whales coming and say hello, and it's a big whale with a calf on the side, lots of dolphins, and right now I have a squall of fishes that's swimming behind my boat. So I'm thinking about throwing out my fishing lure and see if I can catch something nice. So yeah, I'm enjoying. This is good. If my camera could tell my thoughts right now, it would reveal that I wish I had more sails on my hands. Especially my light wind sail that I love so much. Such a powerful sail and would make me sail at least 2 times faster. But it is what it is, and at the moment my only working sail is my foresail, or Genoa if you like. While enjoying my coffee, I come to realize it's only 12 months since I left Panama, and last year alone I sailed more than 11,000 nautical miles, including the Caribbean side. If I count the last 12 months, I have sailed even more. In fact, it's a total of 11,705 nautical miles when I reach Bali. This equals 975 nautical miles per month in average, or 33 nautical miles every single day the last 365 days. As you can see, I have no bimini here, so that's why I wear this hat to protect me against the UV and the sun. And even though it's no direct sunshine at the moment, the UV is very strong here, and I also wear my UV shirt to protect me, because I was basically getting sunburned even with no sunshine. So, but now I'm gonna make some nice lunch and then take some power naps. So, Indonesia actually have 120 active volcanoes. And when I was in East Timor, it was tsunami warning, because one of the volcanoes up further north was having an eruption, and it actually had 5 eruptions in one day, and they're afraid it will collapse. And if it collapsed and fall into the ocean, it would create a gigantic tsunami. And where I was anchored in Timor Leste, I would be very unprotected, and also from where the tsunami would origin, if it happened, it would be less than an hour until it would hit me. So it feels good to be out on deep water. I have 3,000 meters under my keel now, so any tsunami would not create any problems for me. So this region is very active. I mean, it's not only all the volcanoes, but it's daily earthquakes, around 4 and 3 on the Richter scale. It's crazy. So it's for sure a very active region. So I downloaded the app to make sure I'm up to date and pay a little bit attention to what's going on. The lights is just unbelievable. And I'm just enjoying playing chill music, and it just have to take the time it takes. I'm just drifting, it's totally fine. I so enjoy being out here, and I know everything is gonna be just beautiful when I arrive Bali. And I'm gonna stay in Bali for a while, so this sail out here, I just have to enjoy it to the max. drifting slowly towards Bali, passing one dream destination after the other. Many of these islands are on my bucket list and I will sail back to some of them later. Right now, I believe both Be Free and even myself could benefit from some love and care. The last 12 months has been quite intense. I just had another short rain shower and man, it's so dirty. I furled my sail in and just waited it out, trying to avoid my sail getting as dirty as my clothes. Serious big dolphins. Or is it dolphin? No. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy fast sailing more than just drifting like this. But this aspect of sailing has its advantages as well. Going slow often means more contact with the marine life. And right now, I just can't make up my mind if what I'm seeing is gigantic dolphins or whales. It's not going fast with just one sail, but it's beautiful into the sunset. But I'm waiting for these clouds to come, like here, because in what's coming here and here, it's around 15 to 20 knots wind, I hope. So I'm cruising into the sunset now in just 3 knots, 2.5, 3 knots. But if these clouds bring the wind it looks like, I will probably get closer to 5, maybe 6 knots. But of course I'm going only with a Genoa, so it's not so much speed, it's less than 50%. But it's been absolutely beautiful. I mean, so many whales and big dolphins, and what an experience. It's been such a beautiful sail. It's difficult to capture on the camera, but it's dolphins jumping out of the water almost everywhere as far you can see. Thank you so much for watching and for being here. Also thank you for helping me growing this channel by subscribing. And remember to hit that notification bell not to miss my Southeast Asia adventure. A special thank you to all my amazing patrons, family and friends for helping. Much love from me on adventures with Be Free.